so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Where were we? What were we doing? We do have additional time. We do. We'll need a lot of. So let's see. We left it two pieces. One is a bit of stuff. What is that? Mortar. Another one is marker. We're gonna walk and go.
Chance's Folly by Zilmak Golga, the folly of a double-crosser. By the time she was 16, Minerva Aeolos had been an unwelcome guest in every shop and manor in Balmora. Sometimes she would take everything of value within. Other times it was enough to experience the pure pleasure of finding a way past the locks and traps. In either situation, she would leave a pair of dice in a prominent location as her calling card to let the owners know who had burgled them. The mysterious ghost became known to the locals as Chance. A typical conversation in Balmora at this time. "My dear, whatever happened to that marvelous necklace of yours?" "My dear, it was taken by Chance." The only time when Chance disliked her hobby was when she miscalculated and she came upon an owner or a guard. So far, she had never been caught or even seen, but dozens of times she had uncomfortably close encounters. There came a day when she felt it was time to expand her reach. She considered going to Vivek or Gnissis, but one night, at the 8 Plates, she heard a tale of the Heron Ancestral Tomb, an ancient tomb filled with traps and possessing hundreds of years of the Heron family treasures. The idea of breaking the spell of the Heron tomb and gaining the fortune within appealed to Chance, but facing the Guardians was outside of her experience. While she was considering her options, she saw Ulster Moresby sitting at a table nearby, by himself, as usual. He was a huge brute of a Breton who had a reputation as a gentle eccentric, a great warrior who had gone mad and paid more attention to the voices in his head than to the world around him. If she must have a partner in this enterprise, Chance decided, this man would be perfect. He would not demand or understand the concept of getting an equal share of the booty. If worse came to worse, he would not be missed if the inhabitants of the Heron Tomb were too much for him, or if Chance found his company tiresome and elected to leave him behind. "Ulster, I don't think we've ever met, but my name is Minerva," she said, approaching the table. "I'm fancying a trip to the Heron Ancestral Tomb. If you think you could handle the monsters, I could take care of unlocking doors and popping traps. What do you think?" The Breton took a moment to reply, as if considering the counsel of the voices in his head. Finally, he nodded his head in the affirmative, mumbling, "Yes, yes, yes. Proper rock, hot steel, chitin, walls beyond doors, 53, 2 months and back." "Splendid," said Chance, not the least put off by his rambling. "We'll leave early tomorrow." When Chance met Ulster the next morning, he was wearing chitin armor, and had armed himself with an unusual blade that glowed faintly of enchantment. As they began their trek, she tried to engage him in conversation, but his responses were so nonsensical that she quickly abandoned the attempts. A sudden rainstorm swelled over the plain, dousing them, but as she was wearing no armor, and Ulster was wearing slick chitin, their progress was not impeded. Into the dark recesses of the Heron tomb they delved. Her instincts had been correct. They made very good partners. She recognized the ancient snapwires, deadfalls, and brittlebacks before they were triggered, and cracked all manner of lock, simple tumbler, combination, twisted hasp, double catch, varieties from antiquity with no modern names, rusted heaps that would have been dangerous to open even if one possessed the actual key. Ulster, for his part, slew scores of bizarre fiends, the likes of which Chance, the city girl, had never seen before. His enchanted blade spell of fire was particularly effective against the frost Atronachs. He even saved her when she lost her footing and nearly plummeted into a shadowy crack in the floor. "Not to hurt thyself," he said, his face showing genuine concern. "There are walls beyond doors, 53, drain ring, 2 months and back, proper rock. Come, Mother Chance." Chance had not been listening to much of Ulster's babbling, but when he said Chance, she was startled. She had introduced herself to him as Minive. Could it be that the peasants were right, and that when madmen spoke, they were talking to the Daedra Prince Sheogorath, who gave them advice and information beyond their ken? Or was it rather, more sensibly, that Ulster was merely repeating what he heard tell of in Balmora, where in recent years Chance had become synonymous with lockpicking? As the two continued on, Chance thought of Ulster's mumblings. He had said chitin when they met, as if it had just occurred to him, and the chitin armor that he wore made him useful. Likewise, hot steel. What could walls beyond doors mean? 2 months and back. What numbered 53? The notion that Ulster possessed secret knowledge about her and the tomb they were in began to unnerve Chance. She made up her mind then to abandon her companion once the treasure had been found. He had cut through the living and undead guardians of the dungeon. If she merely left by the path they had entered, she would be safe without a defender. One phrase, he said, made perfect sense to her: drain ring. At one of the manors in Balmora, she had picked up a ring purely because she thought it was pretty. It was not until later that she discovered that it could be used to sap other people's vitality. Could Ulster be aware of this? Would he be taken by surprise if she used it on him? She formulated her plan on how best to desert the Breton as they continued down the hall. Abruptly, the passage ended with a large metal door secured by a golden lock. Using her pick, Chance snapped away the 2 tumblers and bolt and swung the door open. The treasure of the Heron tomb was within. Chance quietly slipped her glove off her hand, exposing the ring as she stepped into the room. There were 53 bags of gold within. As she turned, the door closed between her and the Breton. On her side, it did not resemble a door anymore, but a wall. Walls beyond doors. For many days, Chance screamed and screamed as she tried to find a way out of the room. For some days after that, she listened dully to the laughter of Sheogorath within her own head. 2 months later, when Ulster returned, she was dead. He used a rock to prop open the door and remove the gold.
The mercy of Stendarr does not extend to Daedra worshippers.
Is there really against paying somebody and trouble with electricity. Skyrim just works fine.
There you are.
Oh. Thanks, Mayor. Weather cleared a bit. Come here early. No need to be here so early. That's right.
You're not getting the best of me.
Why it's always these frost trolls? Actually, they would do more, I guess, in this place.
Does someone live?
till night then.
Who's there?
The troll is just walking around like a normal guy. Go and kill the presence.
I still sense your presence.
Wait, let's go down.
Does someone live among the dead?
Go down and
What have you got? of the sun. It would be better than this. Wait.
Why do I hit them so badly in that mess? Very nearby. Wait, have we come to one star? Oh shit, we chose the wrong one. That's okay. That's It'll have to be.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the coal down.
Needs to cool down.
Sorry.
No, that's fine, babe. That fixes things. No, no. Yes, please.
Sorry.
Just here to protect the Jarl, not to chat.
That's fine. I'm not interested in chat. Or the movement it was.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
The mill is my responsibility. Don't know what you're talking about, stranger. I've heard of him. My father had suspicions about his connection to the mythic Dawn. Guess they were true. I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house. I don't care, but my ancestors do. You can't have it.
Shit, my speed is not that.
Divines know the mill could use some new blades. All right, it's yours. Here's the keys. It's locked in the chest inside my house. All right then.
Why do you have a common soul then? I'll take everything soul. Well, that was weird. Okay, you need to charge. So that leaves us with the one in Markarth. I mean, nearby Markarth. Oh. It's going to be a long journey.
If you need any alchemy supplies, I'll do my best to provide them, assuming I haven't used them all up.
Interviews with Tapestrists, Volume 18, Cherim's Heart of Enequina, by Levilas Paris, Professor at the Imperial University. Interview with Cherim, a master tapestry weaver. Contemporary with Macamad Lucine, interviewed in Volume 17 of this series, is the Khajiiti Cherim, whose tapestries have been hailed as masterpieces all over the Empire for nigh on 30 years now. His 4 factories, located throughout elsewhere, make reproductions of his work, but his original tapestries command stellar prices. The Emperor himself owns 10 Cherim tapestries, and his representatives are currently negotiating the sale of 5 more. The muted use of color, contrasted with the luminous skin tones of Cherim's subjects, is a marked contrast with the old style of tapestry. The subjects of his work in recent years have been fabulous tales of the ancient past, the gods meeting to discuss the formation of the world, the Chimera following the prophet Veloth into Morrowind, the Wood Elves battling Morahouse and his legions at the White Gold Tower. His earliest designs dealt with more contemporary subjects. I had the opportunity to discuss with him one of his first masterpieces, The Heart of Enequina, at his villa in Orcrest. The Heart of Enequina presents an historic battle of the 5-year war between Elsewhere and Valenwood, which raged from 3rd Era 394, or 3rd Era 395, depending on what one considers to be the beginning of the war, until 3rd Era 399. In most fair accounts, the war lasted 4 years and 9 months, but artistic license from the great epic poets added an additional 3 months to the ordeal. The actual details of the battle itself, as interpreted by Cherim, are explicit. The faces of 120 Wood Elf archers can be differentiated one from the other, each registering fear at the approach of the Khajiiti army. Their hauberks catch the dim light of the sun. The menacing shadows of the Elsewhere battle cats loom on the hills, every muscle strained, ready to pounce in command. It is not surprising that he got all the details right, because Cherim was in the midst of all of it, as a Khajiiti foot soldier. Every minute part of the Khajiiti traditional armor can be seen in the soldiers in the foreground. The embroidered edging and striped patterns on the tunics, each lacquered plate on loose-fitting leather in the Elsewhere style, the helmets of cloth and fluted silver. Cherim does not understand the point of plate mail, said Cherim. "It is hot, for one, like being both burned and buried alive. Cherim wore it at the insistence of our Nord advisors during the Battle of Zelenin, and Cherim couldn't even turn to see what my fellow Khajiit were doing. Cherim did some sketches for a tapestry of the Battle of Zelenin, but Cherim finds that to make it realistic, the figures came out very mechanical, like iron golems or Dwemer centurions. Knowing our Khajiiti commanders, Cherim would not be surprised if giving up the heavy plate was more aesthetic than practical." "Elsewhere lost the Battle of Zelenin, didn't she?" "Yes, but Elsewhere won the war, starting at the next battle, the Heart of Enequina," said Cherim with a smile. "The tide turned as soon as we Khajiit sent our Nordic advisors back to Solitude. We had to get rid of all the heavy armor they brought to us, and find enough traditional armor our troops felt comfortable wearing. Obviously, the principal advantage of the traditional armor was that we could move easily in it, as you can see from the natural stances of the soldiers in the tapestry. Now, if you look at this poor perforated Cathay rat, who just keeps battling on in the bottom background, you see the other advantage. It seems strange to say, but one of the best features of traditional armor is that an arrow will either deflect completely or pass all the way through. An arrowhead is like a hook, made to stick where it strikes if it doesn't pass through. A soldier in traditional armor will find himself with a hole in his body and the bolt on the other side. Our healers can fix such a wound easily if it isn't fatal, but if the arrow still remains in the armor, as it does with heavier armor, the wound will be reopened every time the fellow moves, unless the Khajiit strips off the armor and pulls out the arrow, which is what we had to do at the Battle of Zelenin. A difficult and time-consuming process in the heat of battle, to say the least. I asked him next, "Is there a self-portrait in the battle?" "Yes," said Cherim with another grin. "You see the small figure of the Khajiit stealing the rings off the dead wood elf? His back is facing you, but he has a brown and orange-striped tail like Cherim's. Cherim does not say that all stereotypes about the Khajiit are fair, but Cherim must sometimes acknowledge them." A self-deprecating style in self-portraiture is also evident in the tapestries of Ranulf Hook, the next artist interviewed in Volume 19 of this series.
Much lower.
Knew it.
It's okay, it's okay. You can come back. Damn it. Shouldn't have gone that close.
Going to enjoy killing you.
Okay. It's a dog. Oh. Well, at least Lucia could have company. After all my years living this woods. Okay.
Journal. A dying man's last thoughts. Well, after all my years living in these woods, it looks like the rock front will finally be the end of me. I guess that's fine. All my friends are long dead. The only one left is poor Miko, who was always a loyal companion, and I know he'll be able to take care of himself. I hope someday I'll see him again.
Well, if you're coming, will Serana go or should she stay? This I already have.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Okay, yeah, actually you and I want to. Well, we are close by Dragon's Bridge. We can get into it there. They're both coming. There's Serana. There's the dog. Okay. Oh, wait, we can't go to Dragon's Bridge because that will be the Moth's Priest thing also. We'll get inside, we'll get warm, then we'll go back again. Miko, go back home. stay the night there. Stay in the abandoned house, but I don't know how much Serana would feel seeing Molak Bal's house. Yes, I know Wave, it's not the best of the place, but just need to stay the night. Alright, we need a place to go. And this one doesn't work. But at the same time, there could be food here. But I don't think there is salt here. Well, let's see if the inn would allow us to.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests.
What
I'm
that you
sorry.
said, venomous wife
I'm
of
still a
mine?
bit dizzy from everything.
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
Our hero,
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Take a look.
Yeah, I'll take up the pie. Yes. Secoflower, I don't need to. Motorfish I'll take. Salt I'll take. But the remaining things that I can't cook, I'll give it to you.
If I can... I don't think so. Guards are free to search your room. Just keep that in mind.
Go on, Serana, we're going. Alright, now to find a way. It's shrouded in mystery, sure, but there should be a path somewhere here. fine, we'll see. Can I rotate the map? You know, it's somewhat.
Can't believe I'm posted here. Even the beds are made of stone.
This part. If only there are no hag ravens. Really. There are hag.
Show yourself.
Oh shit! I don't want to turn into a vampire. Hey, Catherine. Catherine, man. Yo, I'll just call you Catherine. Hi. Hi, Catherine. How are you doing? How is everything going on? I hope you're enjoying the Skyrim stream.
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not good for
Because
us.
I certainly am. Let's go kill some non-guard people. Oh, actually, I can summon some. Just for the sake of this.
That'll teach you.
Oh. No dawn guard, huh? Okay, I'll take the three gold. Where do we go? Somewhere up here. Seems like there would be a path here. Hi Catherine, hi. Wait, my audio is clear now. Oh yeah, hi Catherine. Oh, actually the hi doesn't show in this one. Oh yeah.
You dare hide from me?
No. This is the one in the reach, I guess. Why do I have a postcode? Oh no, I said oil. If I remember correctly, this is inside the reach, so there would be a Forsworn army here or something. by that logic, I can see them. When this cowl of Nocturnal is Imagine comedy. Very doubtful you guys use salt. Because majority of the time you guys just eat it raw.
Show yourself.
Stop. I do look weird in this town though, I'll say that.
Thought I heard something.
Hey, you are wasting the lightning arrow, man. Come on.
Show yourself! Done and done.
Alright, we are back. I think some moderator took care of the chat. Yup. Alright, let's continue. Oh, again, it's like outside only. Okay, there are two people there. Do we... Okay, they're not. What is that weird noise?
Let's get the blood flowing again.
Oh, whoa. Stay away from my gun. What the fuck? No, we killed him. I don't need a torch. Hey, are you okay? My babe's mine because she's an immortal NPC. Completely wrong. A lightning arrow also. What? Why did the marker show it from the inside then? Oh, maybe the marking was like that. Why do I have an ancient node? Are they inside the tower?
I'm sure I heard something.
Oh. Someone there? Stay up. I knew I heard something.
Nah, it did. Why did I use the shout? Fuck. lot of poison now, so I should take. I mean, I should use it. I can sell all this. When did she kill a bear? Yeah. Damn it.
It's so bright out there. I don't know how you... Damn it.
staying out of trouble, kinsman.
Yeah, things are in trouble. I live in an abandoned house that's also a temple of Moloch. Why do you think I'll be inviting trouble or anything, man? Good night's sleep. We can come next to my bed. What's a bed? Alright, let's have some breakfast. Feels good. Let's go, babe. Let's go get this razor.
I used to be an adventurer.
Boy, drop me a dawn star.
Skin's as pale as the snow. It's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a grey robe. Might be that I have, but I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here. Can't help you, friend. I might remember better if my pockets weren't so light. Oh yeah, I remember your moth priest now. He wanted me to take him out to Dragonbridge, but I told him it ain't one of my stops.
Rocks and valley, crevices and hiding places. This is the kind of
Traveling
place
in the
where
Reach is
hermits
dangerous.
and
You need a good care. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Sun feels good, huh?
What is it? Do you... All at once? You're efficient. I like that. Here's your reward. Finally, all the pieces of Mehrunes' razor are in my hands. It's time I let you in on something. There's a fourth piece, that scabbard in the display case, built to house the razor. And there's more. I know how to put all the pieces together. We just need to take them to Dagon's shrine and contact the Lord of Change directly. Ever since I was a boy, I felt this strange sense of destiny surrounding the Mythic Dawn cult. And now I know what it is. Don't you see? Fate has led you to me and to the pieces. Dagon has to answer our call. We're so close. I'll meet you at the shrine.
So many take a look.
I can tell you things. Doesn't have any gold. Wow.
May your road lead many fight. Take a look.
That's good.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Let's go, Sarah. Let's go.
Let's get the blood flowing.
She has a name. Why? Was it? Past several weeks, all the couriers sent to replenish our supply cache in the northern regions are gone missing. These jobs must be made within the week to ensure operations are closed in the day. You are to restock the flowing cache in Morthal on the isle due east of the mill, outside Nightgate Inn at the foot of the pier, near Winter Hole under the Great Arch Tree. Care too many wagons have been lost in this task. Okay.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Was she an essential NPC? Oh my god, just right through the face, man. Then why did she attack her? She could have just, you know... not our mission. Can't even kill a ice ray. Come on. Fine. Welcome to the shrine of Meru's Dagon.
Good, you're here. I'll place the pieces on the altar, and Dagon should speak to us.
Okay. Come up. The thing.
Sorry.
No, babe, you don't need to say sorry for anything. You just stand there and be pretty.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
Yeah, I'll take you. Just let the guide do his thing.
Meru's Dagon, the Lord of Change. We had brought your razor to you. Thank you. Please, bring the blade's full glory to Tamriel again. It's not working. Why don't you give it a try? Just put your hands on the altar.
You, mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness.
Thank you.
But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silas. He and his family have served their purpose.
Okay.
Kill him. Take your rightful place as my champion, or I will crush you.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Wrong shower. I didn't see it. It's okay, but you guys can handle it.
I am pleased, mortal. I will give you my razor. Use it to wreak havoc on Tamriel.
Thank you.
You have been a worthy tool. Fill the world with destruction in my name. Place your hands on my altar one last time, and you will witness the power of Mehrunes Dagon for yourself. Before you go, mortal, one final challenge.
Where did you throw the other one? Oh my god, you threw it so bad. Alright, I'm giving you something.
Right behind you. Anything good?
Maybe you can have this. Hey, when did you change
Are
it
we ready
from
then?
your old clothes? Yeah, you like this one? Let's go inside the shrine. You know what? We'll go home. I'll give you the Daedric armor. I just wish we could have taken it from. Alright, we have no idea what is inside.
Show yourself.
The tale of the great moth, if you think it'll help. I'm ready when you are. Yes? Alright, let's see what you have. Lead on. What now? Anything good?
What about this?
All right then. Right behind you. All right, let's see what you have. I'm ready. You are.
Everything all right?
You're someone who can get... Ah, there you are. I was wondering when you'd visit us again.
Hey Lydia, how are
You're
you?
home.
Hey,
I
Lydia.
got you a present, Papa. I hope you like it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where did you get necklace
Where's this a
from?
big... Wow. Thanks.
Gold necklace. Huh? Seeing our
What do you
daughter-
need, my Thane?
Nothing. It's kind of awkward. You can just go to sleep.
What can I do for you? Good luck out there.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Welcome to war. Take a look. Take a look.
Let's see. Important.
Good doing business with you.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, even if you are my element.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Everything. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Come back.
Did I give you a stronger weapon?
Well met, kinsman.
Oh, what is it? This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with. Let's go.
You're the one that lives in Breezehole, right? Fine place. Almost bought it myself. You're a lot warmer and a lot happier.
Stay on your feet. Oh, I heard something.
How did Dawn Guard come here? In the
Let's
city.
move faster. The sun is It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I know, babe. That's why I gave you the hard one.
A welcome to you, fellow traveler.
Welcome to you too.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to right run from old Rorikstead.
Alright, Sarana, let's be careful. The last time Dawnstar kill my soldier. Kill my soldier. What? I wasted that on. Why did you go fight without him? Weird. Alright. Okay, let's see where what else we can get. Chicken egg, huh? See what can make with all this. Okay. Barkeeper shoes. Why does he have barkeeper shoes? Oh, like he has wine just next to bed. I can't take it. Oh, damn it. Fine. But this is just the road, so we don't need it. Alright, let's cook something up. Yes. What else can I cook? Nothing else. Lavender fire sword, sword for going to Rift and we are fixing my eye.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger tonight.
Yeah, I need to fix those eyes.
I don't know, Droth. Just gonna survive.
Why did they fight us? I could have just
This
let
place
them
makes
fight.
me a little uneasy.
No, it's okay, don't worry.
What have you done? No. This makes me nervous.
Okay. I feel like I've started some extra quest that I'm not supposed to.
These people seem nervous, which makes me nervous. Just like one weird glowing eye.
can sort of start the Thieves Guild quest or...
Fine, I hate the waiting. Gods, that waiting.
There should be a way to open this, no? But then maybe it is Thieves Guild quest.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, hey lad? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
Bitch, please, I have killed so many people for that. I mean, it's kind of honest over there.
It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
I'm wearing Dragonborn's dude, come on.
Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called him on it. That's what I'm talking about. Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste? I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone.
There was one for lockpicking also, I remember. But I seem to have misplaced it. Other than pickpocketing it is, and...
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. Gather round, dog. This way, everyone. Over here. This way, everyone.
Come on,
over here.
What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity.
And I need to put him in his pocket now.
I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, Well, I see that my time is up.
Friends like you are hard to
Follow if you wish
find.
to buy.
And very
What a waste of time.
Damn. Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Yeah, I know.
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
Exotic ingredients over here. I'll have them all.
Okay, what do you guys say? We eat some lunch. What else, man? What else? Put something in the chat. Let's see. That was yesterday. Alright, then I'll bring something to eat.
Nothing new, huh? I'm cooking anyhow.
watch something while we eat.
Playing a game. He can't come in and go, I'm the best player from Singapore that's
I'm
ever
the sleeper
existed.
agent.
He can't come in that strong, otherwise Pitbrooks are going to have their guard up. He's lulling them into a false sense of security here.
This is a strategy.
Yes.
This is what happens
It's
when you
all
put a
mind
coach
games.
in.
It's all mind games.
I think, as Sky mentioned himself, there's a little bit of...
The following is a fan-based parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
Over the last 13 hours, more than 24 evacuation orders have been issued all over the globe. Thousands upon millions head for the countryside, including the endangered Saskatoon T-Rexes, while others seek shelter. The world has never seen terror as real as it has today.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, right? Dinosaurs are still a thing. It's odd how we never talk about it. At least not since we drove them out of the cities.
I'm talking about terror. Never seen my ass. My dad released every murderer out onto the streets and overthrew the world government.
Oh, right. And the king of the world is a blue cairn terrier.
It's bullshit!
I think it's pretty progressive.
Oh, look at the poor Namekian lost and forgotten to time.
Even the attack of the Saiyans 5 years ago pales in comparison to this overwhelming threat, as if comparing a cataclysm to a rampaging toddler.
Bullshit! We turned an entire city into a glass floor! Oh, look at the poor Saiyan, lost and forgotten to time. Watch it, Namekian, unless you want to go right now. And I think we both know how our last fight went. And I think we don't, because we've never fought. Wait, really? But then how did you... Your dumbass friend. Right! Wow, we've never actually fought. That's so weird. Isn't that weird, Black Man?
Yeah, almost as weird as what's gonna happen if you call me that again.
What is he?
Alright now, Gohan. When you get out there, try not to brag. About what? That's it, son. Don't let slip just how much stronger we are. Otherwise, Vegeta will be all,
Oh, but my pride, girl, I wish I were a carrot.
That's not inaccurate. Piccolo will probably just growl and grumble. Really, it's too bad we're out of Namekians for him to absorb. Bet he'd be as strong as Vegeta. Speaking of, did you know they've never fought? Crazy, right? Oh, hey guys, what'd I miss?
Mock my pride?
Huh, what'd I tell ya? He's like a Saiyan Saiyan.
I'ma kill him!
So, was there enough food in there?
Did you get stronger?
Stronger than Cell?
For the love of... Swallow, now!
I'm not pooping tonight.
Are you stronger than Cell?
I'ma need my friends first. Yo, Mr. P, hit me up.
Bitch, you're lucky you're endearing.
Another reason I want to kill Son Goku? He is so orange. It's like, come on, there are other colors. Am I right?
So we'll have to machine the skull ourselves.
Another reason to kill Son Goku, you ask? His stupid face. Have you seen it?
Yep.
That's a face even a mother could kill.
Now, luckily, Dad has enough synthetic skin to patch that area.
Another reason to kill Son Goku is...
Hey, so how about we talk about something else?
Very well. What is your favorite type of bird?
Oh, penguins?
Wrong!
Ah, good old Orange. Really brings out my stupid face.
I had them washed for you.
Aw, man. Now they don't have that Goku smell. Hey, Gohan, we'll have your mom make you a new gi when we get home. You're probably too big for your old one now. I've got it covered. Mr. Piccolo, could you,
What, you want me to make you a gi like your dad's?
Actually, I was hoping I could get one like yours.
Oh.
Did our heart just skip a beat?
That is precious.
Shut the f up! Yeah, sure, I guess. Clothesby!
Wow, you know, that works on you. I mean, if you don't like orange.
Quick rundown, doors are gonna be a little difficult at first. I suggest a 45-degree angle. Also crowds, but I don't really deal with them.
Look, I don't mean to be that guy.
Oh, that's accidental.
But there's a green cyborg elephant in the room. Goku, are you or are you not stronger than Cell?
Good question. I'll go check.
I'm sorry, go check what?
Look, I understand that you sponsor all forms of sporting events, but just so we're clear, you do realize that everyone dies if I win, right? Yes? Yeah, I guess it is a win-win for you, isn't it? All right then, it's officially the Cell Games presented by Heat-Up.
I'd kill for a Heat-Up.
Oh, Jesus!
No, actually, it's Goku.
Need to put a bell on you.
Huh?
Nothing? Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you for another week. Must look a mess. I just got done finishing the ring, patching a hole. Speaking of which, what do you think of our glorious battleground?
It's alright. Kinda small, innit?
I prefer intimate.
Well...
Protect yourself right. Buy a...
But I don't want to cure my vampirism.
I don't know, Trough. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby? I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house as big as the Blackbriars by now.
You worry about bashing people's heads in. I'll worry about the guild, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to check the entrance to the Ratway. Be right back.
Show yourself!
is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed.
This place makes me a little uneasy.
Dying breed?
Yeah,
eh? Well, what do you call that then? Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. I'll be here when you're done.
What have you done to yourself? I cannot work with you in this state, Night Walker. Yes, I once practiced my art in the salons and manners of Tamriel's great and good. Now the scum of Skyrim are my only clients. But no matter, the greatest artists are never recognized in their own time. But my techniques only work on the living, not those that have crossed over into undead.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Have anything for us yet? Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
Veneris Vulpin's Journal by Veneris Vulpin. The Journal of a Vampire and his discovery of the blood spring of Lengir's Feast. 28th of Sun's Dusk, 4th Era, year 200. I've found an interesting book of short stories on the pawnshop's shelves today. I don't think the owner will mind if I take it. I really should spend more time around the docks. These Altmen are too thin-blooded for my taste. Anyway, one of the tales in the book is an account of the blood spring of Lengir's Feast, a fabled source of power for vampires. It is a story I've read several renditions of before, but this version suggests that it may be located in Skyrim, in a ruin buried by a quaking of the earth during the Second Era. Considering that my business here with Inquisitor Amelmare is, shall we say, at an end, it might be a good time to leave Somerset for a worthwhile diversion for the next 20 to 30 years. Perhaps I shall investigate this fabled blood spring. 2nd of Morningstar, 4th Era, year 201. I was able to obtain passage from Alinor to Solitude by way of ship. No mean feat with this Nord insurrection going on, I assure you. I ran across one of my own in the local tavern and feared at first that it might cause problems for me. But it turns out that she is well positioned here in the city and has been happy to help if I keep a civil manner. We spoke much on my research into the blood spring, and while she made sure to point out that she thinks it is a soft-headed pursuit, she did say that what she's heard would point to the rift. 5th of First Seed, 4th Era, year 201. After months of searching, I finally may have found a lead. While looking for a bit of dinner in the Villamere Inn, I overheard an old hermit by the name of Yoko talking about strange red water he found bubbling out of the ground. Once I dispose of this soldier, I'll follow to see if I can find the location. 13th of First Seed, 4th Era, year 201. I can't believe I didn't realize sooner. Yoko had been taking buckets of rock and dirt out of his house all week. When I realized that he's been digging a basement, I snuck in to check if he had uncovered the blood spring. He said the cave system that must be where blood spring has sunken into over the years. It was hard to see in the dim light, even with my eyes, but I would swear the water I saw pooled on the ground was red. Unfortunately, he woke up while I was exploring the basement, and he dropped his torch on a pelt as I killed him. More setbacks. 4th of Rain's Hand, 4th Era, year 201. The runnels I initially found had passed through too much rock and dirt, but I've befriended some of the locals and we've managed to find the source of the blood spring. We've kept a low profile so as not to draw too much attention, and thus far, I've managed to keep them to only attacking hunters and other dregs. But we'll need to set up a ready food source that won't draw too much attention if we are to remain here. The blood spring is not everything that I'd hoped it would be. Though it is blood and gives great strength, it provides no sustenance. And the power it grants lasts only for a short while and carries a weakening of the body and mind with it. I've had to lock the door to the chamber to keep the others from becoming completely dependent upon it. When I've tested it on mortals, it is worse for them, for it carries only disease and addiction with no benefits at all. Addiction. I may have just found a solution for our food problem.
Never saw anything like this back in the day. Nothing like a goose chase around the... if you think it'll help. Let's go.
बढ़िया चल रहा है सब, पर अपने पास दूसरा स्क्रीन नहीं है तो अपन चैट नहीं पढ़ पा रहे हैं ढंग से। अपन को घर से निकालने वाला है, तेरे को पता है? अपना कमा धमा नहीं रहे, अपना कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, तो अब अपना सेकेंडरी मॉनिटर माइक वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं है अपने पास, कैमरा भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं चल रहा अपना। ऐसे ही स्ट्रीम करेंगे अपन। गया हाँ अबे नहीं अबे Serana. Serana. We should teleport them.
Yes? If you think it'll help.
Yup.
Are we ready then?
Yeah, of course.
of the sun. It could be better than this. The tale of the great moth. All right, let's see what you have.
Actually, you know what? You can keep the element for it one.
All right then.
I did a good shield, no?
What is it? If you think it'll help.
Why the horde? You're inside.
Alright then.
You know what? Fine, keep
Do you
that.
need something? Alright, let's see what you have. I'm ready when you are.
place. Yeah, I like this house, man, in Skyrim. Enderheim is nice.
First of last seed, 2920, Mournhold, Morrowind. They were gathered in the Duke's courtyard at twilight, enjoying the smell and warmth of fire of dry branches and bittergreen leaves. Tiny embers flew into the sky, hanging for a few moments before vanishing.
I was rash,
agreed the Duke soberly.
but Locan had his laugh, and all is well. The Morak Tong will not assassinate the Emperor now, that my payment to them is at the bottom of the inner sea. Thought you had made some sort of a truce with the Daedra princes.
What your sailors call a Daedra may not have been one, said Sothasil. Perhaps it was a rogue battle mage, or even a lightning bolt that destroyed your ship.
The prince and the emperor are en route to take possession of Ard Lambassi as our truce agreed. It is certainly typical of the Cyrodiil to assume that their concessions are negotiable, while ours are not.
Vivek pulled out a map.
We can meet them here in this village to the northwest of Ard Lambassi, Ferventhiel. Will we meet them to talk?
Asked Almalexia.
Or to make war?
No one had an answer to that. 15 last seed 2920, Ferventhiel Morrowind. A late summer squall blew through the small village, darkening the sky except for flashing of lightning, which leapt from cloud to cloud like acrobats. Water rushed down the narrow streets ankle deep, and the prince had to shout to be heard by his captains but a few feet away from him. There's an inn up ahead! We will wait there for the storm to pass before pressing on to Ard Lambassi! The inn was warm and dry and bustling with business. Barmaids were rushing back and forth, bringing grief and wine to a back room, evidently excited about a famous visitor. Someone who was attracting more attention than the mere heir to the Empire of Tamriel. Amused, Juilek watched them run until he overheard the name, Vivek. My lord Vivek, he said, bursting into the back room. You must believe me, I knew nothing about the attack on Blackgate until after it happened. We will of course be returning it to your care forthwith. I wrote you a letter to that effect at your palace in Valmora, but obviously you're not there. He paused, taking in the many new faces in the room. I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Juilek Cyrodiil.
My name is Almalexia,
said the most beautiful woman the prince had ever seen.
Won't you join us?
Sothasil, said a serious-looking Dunmer in a white cloak, shaking the prince's hand and showing him to a seat.
Indoril Brindisi Torum, Duke Prince of Mournhold,
said the massively built man next to him as he sat down. I recognize that the events of last month suggest at best that the Imperial army is not under my control, said the prince after ordering some wine. This is true. The army is my father's.
I understood that the Emperor was going to be coming to Ard Lambassi as well,
said Almalexia. Officially, he is, said the prince cautiously. Unofficially, he's still back in the Imperial city. He's met with an unfortunate accident. Vivek glanced at the Duke quickly before looking at the prince.
An accident?
He's fine, said the prince quickly. He'll live, but it looks like he'll lose an eye. It was an altercation that has nothing to do with the war. The only good news is that while he recovers, I have the use of his seal. Any agreement we make here and now will be binding to the Empire, both in my father's reign and mine.
Then let's start agreeing,
smiled Almalexia. 16 last seed 2920, Rothnagga Cyrodiil. The tiny hamlet of Rothnagga greeted Cassia with its colorful houses perched on a promontory overlooking the stretch of Rothgarnian mountain plain and high rock beyond. Had he been in a better mood, the sight would have been breathtaking. As it was, he could only think that in practical terms, a small village like this would have meager provisions for himself and his horse. He rode down into the main square where an inn called the Eagle's Cry stood. Directing the stable boy to house and feed his horse, Cassia walked into the inn and was surprised by its ambiance. A minstrel he had heard play once in Gilderdale was performing a jaunty old tune to the clapping of the mountain men. Such forced merriment was not what Cassia wanted at the moment. A glum Dunmer woman was seated at the only table far from the noise, so he took his drink there and sat down without invitation. It was only when he did so that he noticed that she was holding a newborn baby.
"I've just come from Morrowind,"
he said rather awkwardly, lowering his voice.
"I've been fighting for Vivek and the Duke of Mournhold against the Imperial army. A traitor to my people, I guess you'd call me. I am also a traitor to my people,"
said the woman, holding up her hand, which was scarred with a branded symbol.
"It means that I can never go back to my homeland."
"Well, you're not thinking of staying here, are you?" laughed Cassia. "It's certainly quaint, but come wintertide, there's gonna be snow up to your eyelashes. It's no place for a new baby."
"What's her name?" "Bosriel. It means beauty of the forest. Where are you going?"
Dwynnin, on the bay in High Rock. You're welcome to join me, I could use the company." He held out his hand. "Cassia Whitley."
"Tarala,"
said the woman after a pause. She was going to use her family names first, as is tradition, but she realized it was no longer her name.
"I would love to accompany you, thank you."
19 Last Seed 2920 Aldlambasi, Morrowind. 5 men and 2 women stood in the silence of the great room of the castle, the only sound the scroll of quill on parchment and the gentle tapping of rain on the large picture window. As the prince set the seal of Cyrodiil on the document, the peace was made official. The Duke of Mournhold broke out in a roar of delight, ordering wine brought in to commemorate the end of 80 years of war. Only so the sill stood apart from the group. His face betrayed no emotion. Those who knew him best knew he did not believe in endings or beginnings, but in the continuous cycle of which this was but a small part. "My prince," said the castle steward, unhappy at breaking the celebration, "there is a messenger here from your mother, the Empress. He asked to see your father, but as he did not arrive..." Juilek excused himself and went to speak with the messenger.
"The Empress does not live in the Imperial City?"
asked Vivek.
"No,"
said Almalexia, shaking her head sadly.
"Her husband has imprisoned her in Black Marsh, fearing that she was plotting a revolution against him. She is extremely wealthy and has powerful allies in the Western Colovian estates, so we could not marry another or have her executed. They've been at an impasse for the last 17 years since Juilek was a child."
The prince returned a few minutes later. His face betrayed his anxiety, though he took troubles to hide it. "My mother needs me," he said simply. "I'm afraid I must leave at once. If I may have a copy of the treaty, I will bring it with me to show the Empress the good we have done today, and then I will carry it on to the Imperial City so it may be made official." Prince Juilek left with the fond farewells of the 3 of Morrowind. As they watched him ride out in the rain-swept night towards Black Marsh, Vivek said,
"Tamriel will be much healed when he has the throne."
31 Last Seed 2920 Dorsa Pass, Black Marsh. The moon was rising over the desolate quarry, steaming with swamp gas from a particularly hot summer, as the prince and his 2 guard escort rode out of the forest. The massive piles of earth and dung had been piled high in antiquity by some primitive long-dead tribe of Black Marsh, hoping to keep out some evil from the north. Evidently, the evil had broken through a Dorsa Pass, the large crack in the sad, lonely rampart that stretched for miles. The black twisted trees that grew on the barrier cast strange shadows down like a net tangling. The prince's mind was on his mother's cryptic letter, hinting at the threat of an invasion. He could not, of course, tell the Dunmer about it, at the very least until he knew more and had notified his father. After all, the letter was meant for him. It was its urgent tone that made him decide to go directly to Gideon. The Empress had also warned him about a band of former slaves who attacked caravans going into Dorsa Pass. She advised him to be certain to make his imperial shield visible, so they would know he was not one of the hated Dunmer slavers. Upon riding into the tall weeds that flooded through the pass like noxious river, the prince ordered that his shield be displayed. "I can see why the slaves use this," said the prince's captain. "It's an excellent location for an ambush." Juilek nodded his head, but his thoughts were elsewhere. What threat of invasion could the Empress have discovered? Were the Arcaviri on the seas again? If so, how could his mother from her cell in Castle Giovis know of it? A rustle in the weeds and a single sharp human cry behind him interrupted his ponderings. Turning around, the prince discovered that he was alone. His escort had vanished. The prince peered over the stretch of moonlit sea of grass, which waved in almost hypnotic patterns to the ebb and flow of the night wind, billowing through the pass. It was impossible to tell if a struggling soldier was beneath this system of vibrations, a dying horse behind another. A high whistling wind drowned out any sound the victims of the ambush might be making. Juilek drew his sword and thought about what to do, his mind willing, his heart not to panic. He was closer to the exit of the pass than the entrance. Whatever had slain his escort must have been behind him. If he rode fast enough, perhaps he could outrun it. Spurring his horse to gallop, he charged for the hills ahead, framed by the mighty black pirate's dirt. When he was thrown, it happened so suddenly he was hurtling forward before he was truly conscious of the fact. He landed several yards beyond where his horse had fallen, breaking his shoulder and his back on impact. A numbness washed over him as he stared at his poor dying steed, its belly sliced open by one of several spears jutting up just below the surface of the grass. Prince Shuilek was not able to turn and face the figure that emerged from the grass, nor able to move to defend himself. His throat was cut without ceremony. Miramor cursed when he saw the face of his victim more clearly in the moonlight. He had seen the Emperor at the Battle of Bodrum when he had fought in his Imperial Majesty's command, and this was clearly not the Emperor. Searching the body, he found the letter and a treaty signed by Vivek Almalexia Sothasil, and the Duke of Mournhold representing Morrowind, and the Prince Shuilek Cyrodiil representing the Cyrodiil Empire. "Curse my luck," muttered Miramor to himself in the whispering grass. "I've only killed a prince. Where's the reward in that?" Miramor destroyed the letter as Duke had instructed him to do, and pocketed the treaty. At the very least, such a curiosity would have some market value. He disassembled the traps as he pondered his next step. Return to Gideon and ask his employer for a lesser reward for killing an heir? Move on to other lands? At very least, he considered he had picked up 2 useful skills from the Battle of Bodrum. From the Dunmer, he had learned excellent spear traps, and abandoning the Imperial army, he had learned how to skulk in the grass. The years continued in Hearthfire.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
I'm already on my way, man. Come on.
Come to chat with an old woman? Do your good.
Alright, people, we'll end the stream here. Was a good run. I don't know when I'll stream next, but hopefully everything works out.